Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Dhruv Consultancy Services Limited Q4 FY24 earnings conference call hosted by Kirin Advisors. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Sarita Dubey from Kirin Advisors. Thank you, and over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. On behalf of Kirin Advisors, I welcome you to all the conference call of Dhruv Consultancy Services Limited. From the management side, we have Mr. Pandurang Gandhavri, Chairman and Non-Executive Director, Mrs. Tanvi Auty, Managing Director, Mr. Snehal Patil, CFO. Now I hand it over to the call to Mrs. Tanvi Auty, Managing Director. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, esteemed ladies and gentlemen. I extend a hearty warm welcome to each one of you who has joined us today for Dhruv Consultancy's investor call, where we will delve into the financial results of the fourth quarter of financial year 24. Your participation and interest in our company's performance are highly valued. During this session, we'll offer a concise overview of our Q4 FY24 financials, providing insights into our achievements, the challenges we faced, and outlining our future strategies. But before we immerse ourselves in the numbers, let's take a moment to reflect on our journey so far. Dhruv Consultancy Services Private Limited was formed in 2003 and headquartered in Navi Mumbai. Dhruv Consultancy stands as a beacon of excellence in infrastructure consultancy. We are working in 6 sectors at present: the roads, bridges, tunnels, architecture, environmental, and railways. Our commitment to delivering comprehensive services spanning design engineering, procurement construction, and project management has positioned us as a trusted partner in the realm of infrastructure development. Our diverse service portfolio includes preparation of detailed project reports, conducting feasibility studies, construction supervision, and techno-advisory services. So from project planning and designing to technical and structural audits, we emerge as a strategic ally for investors navigating the intricacies of infrastructure projects. Let us now delve into prominent achievements or milestones achieved during Q4 FY24. In the recent quarter, our company has demonstrated significant achievements with several key milestones. We obtained an LOA for preparing the detailed project report for highway projects under Maharashtra Road Improvement Phase 3, valued at 1.32 crore for 12 months. Additionally, we secured another LOA for Bihar highway projects for preparation of DPR, valued at 48.05 lakh over 36 months. Moreover, Mr. Sarath Chandra Chakwalkar joined as a non-executive independent director, contributing over 30 years of expertise from leading defense entities in India. The company also completed project management services for rail overbridge projects in Ayodhya, Uttar Pradesh, and established a wholly owned subsidiary, Dhruv International Private Limited, in the UK. We further secured an LOA for consultancy services as authorities engineer for projects under Bharatmala Pariyojana in Manipur, valued at 13.78 crore for 84 months. We successfully converted 6.93 lakh equity shares against share warrants. Looking ahead, Dhruv is strategically shifting its focus from the domestic market to international markets for FY25 and 26. Recently, we got shortlisted for ADB projects in Manipur, then in Mozambique and Ghana. The company aims to target large-scale projects over 50 crores, such as coastal roads, expressways, iconic bridges, and sea links, to significantly enhance its revenue growth. We also plan to venture into African countries including Tanzania, Zambia, Uganda, Mozambique, and Kenya, as well as Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia and Dubai. Dhruv is now positioning itself for substantial global expansion. As of 31st March 2024, the company's total order book stands at 627.89 crores, with 345 crores of unexecuted orders, reflecting a strong pipeline and a promising future. I would now request our CFO, Mr. Snehal, to delve into the company's financial performance. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I will proceed with our quarter four financial highlights. In quarter four, FY 2024, Dhruv Consultancy Services Limited reported notable financial growth with a total income of 25 crores, reflecting a year-on-year increase of 15%. The EBITDA stood at 2.8 CR, making a year-on-year growth of 49%, with an EBITDA margin of 11.15%, up by 257 basis points. The profit after tax was 43 lakhs, showing a significant year-on-year rise of 410% and a PAT margin of 1.73%, an increase of 134 basis points. The diluted earnings per share grew by 366% to rupees 0.28. For the full fiscal year 2024, the company achieved a total income of 82.41 CR, a slight year-on-year growth of 0.13%. The EBITDA was 14.75 crore, up by 43% year-on-year, with an EBITDA margin of 18%, an improvement of 540 basis points. The PAT reached 5.89 crore, a year-on-year growth of 22.77%, with a PAT margin of 7.14%, an increase of 132 basis points. The diluted EPS in this case increased by 25% to rupees 3.87. Further, the total expenses for the year 31st March 24 have decreased by 1%, that is rupees 1 CR, mainly due to the decrease in administrative expenses 7.95 CR, which was on account of decrease in professional fees due to completion of our major sites, which is offset by increase in other admin costs of rupees 4 CR. Employee benefit expenses have also increased by 3.6 CR. Finance costs have increased by 1.2 CR, and amortization cost is also increased to 2 CR. So in this case, our as stated earlier, our EBITDA margin has grown by 18% year-on-year. Further, moving to our quarter-to-quarter analysis, the total expenditure has increased by 21%, and our revenue has exhibited a 9% year-on-year growth. So this translates to net increase of net profit of 25 0.85 crore. So that is it from my side for about financial highlights.
In both Q4 FY24 and financial year 2024, the company has achieved remarkable financial milestones, attesting to our unwavering commitment to excellence. These achievements underscore our dedication to financial progress and sustained success in the dynamic landscape of infrastructure consultancy. Before we proceed to the interactive session, I would like to extend heartfelt appreciation to our esteemed stakeholders for being indispensable contributors to our journey of growth. Your unwavering support has been a cornerstone of our success, and we sincerely value the significant role in our achievements. I now invite you all to engage in a Q&A session. Your insights and inquiries are highly valuable to us. Thank you once more for your presence and ongoing support. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handset while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Participants, to ask a question, you may press star and 1. First question is from the line of Romil Gala.
Hello.
Yes, please proceed.
Hello, good afternoon, management.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So my question is, have we done any employee addition to take the care of rising order book?
Yes, employees, just to answer your question, employees are being added by our HR and BD team. We have a very strong in-house recruitment team who does this work on a daily basis. So when it comes to recruitment, first we have to take their consent while bidding. So during submission of bids itself, we have to take the consent, and as and when the project is awarded, the employees are taken on the roll. So this is a continuous process that goes on as far as government projects is concerned. For private assignments, we don't need any additional employees that needs to be recruited. We have a very strong in-house team to carry out any design or any detailed design projects in-house.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
So are we looking for office to invest in overseas market to handle the project there?
So whenever, right now we have opened a subsidiary in UK by the name of Dhruv International Private Limited. Definitely there will be an office establishment in UK this year. So we are just expecting a few orders from Tanzania, then Ghana and Mozambique, where we are already shortlisted. And since the turnaround time is 8 to 9 months, it takes time to give us the work order. So whenever the work order is received, we will keep our investors informed. So in whichever country we get the order, we will have to establish an office there. But the employees who would be working at that site are already submitted along with the bids. So we don't need to find any additional staff as such. Support staff would be needed, but the key professional or the main professionals who would be working, the engineers who would be working at the site are already, their consent has been taken while submitting the bids itself.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Mahesh Seth, an individual investor. Please proceed.
Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I just wanted to ask about the company's order book.
Yes.
It just crossed around 600 crores mark for the first time. I guess what drove us for such high order inflow, and what is the execution period for such for the same?
Yeah. Just to clarify, the total order book is 627 crores. Out of that, 350 crores is unexecuted. So the 350 crore unexecuted order book is to be executed in the next 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.5 to 3 years.
Okay. And I also wanted to know about the export component of our order book.
Yes.
Can you brief us about the client's details or?
Yeah, sure. So right now the export is zero. That is being done. We have already formed a subsidiary in UK, and through that we are going to execute all our international orders. We are just waiting for order to be issued to us. The clients so we are looking at the private sector as well as the government sector. I'll talk about the government sector first. So in government sector, we are looking at multilateral funded projects wherein Asian Development Bank, World Bank, African Development Bank. So the projects who are funded by these multilateral development banks, we have bidded. We have submitted our financial proposals. In over 20 bids, we have been shortlisted. Another 120 bids are yet to be evaluated. So there is a long list of projects that is there ahead of us in the coming year. Along with that, we are targeting a few private assignments in Saudi Arabia, in other Gulf countries like Dubai, wherein we will be working as a project management consultant or a detailed design or a design consultant from the contractor side who are working as a contractor executing these projects. So there will be a mixture of private assignments as well as government funded assignments.
Okay. So you said we have a presence in UK and also in Saudi Arabia, right?
No, we have a subsidiary formed in UK. In Saudi Arabia, we are in talks with a few companies for executing work.
Okay, okay. And are there any other regions are we present in or we have subsidiaries in?
Right now, internationally, we only have in UK, no other country. Only the UK establishment is there. But we had the projects that we would be executing through this UK company would be in Gulf, in African region that I mentioned, and in Southeast Asia, Nepal, Bangladesh, Vietnam, Cambodia.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Kajal Pathak, an individual investor. Please proceed.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
First of all, ma'am, congratulations for your numbers,
Thank
financial
you.
results.
Thank you so much.
My question was, our revenue growth for 24 was flattish, but impressive. There was an impressive improvement in EBITDA and profit margin. So
Yes.
can you provide us details for the improvement in the profit? And
Sure.
what was the reasons for flattish revenue?
Yeah. So, as we all know that the code of conduct is in place right now, and the last fourth quarter, especially starting from March, so March, April, May, June, the new orders that come in, they take a slightly delay, and since elections were already due, the orders that we receive usually in the quarter four, we receive less number of orders due to this. This happens every 5 years if you see every election year. Secondly, why the bottom line has improved is because the projects that were awarded to us, the NHI projects especially and the MOD projects that were awarded to us somewhere in 2018 and 19, also 2020, have come to an end. So all the profits have been realized for those projects, and that is why there is an increase in the bottom line. So there were a few sites that were closed, and we received our final payments also.
Okay. Got it. And normally we should consider Q4 better as compared to quarter three, but
Yes.
quarter three was much better, right?
Yeah, this, as I said, that this mainly happens due to the elections that were due at the central government level. And this is a trend that is there every 5 years. Hence, now with international orders coming up, we will be able to mitigate this as well.
Okay.
So that there is no dependency on the central government elections.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my next question was, what is the revenue and profit growth estimate for FY25 and 26?
As a company, I'm not allowed to disclose that, but definitely
would be.
Yeah, it would be in the range of 10 to 20% growth.
Profit growth, right?
Profit, overall growth. So, the order book that we are submitting right now is over 1,000 crores. So, the bidding that is happening for this year is 1,000 to 1,200 crores. So if we consider so I'll talk in the terms of order book. In terms of order book, if I say 1,200 crores is being bidded, and even if we assume a success rate of 20 to 30%, we would definitely be able to double this order book.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great to hear.
Yes.
That's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Garvit, an individual investor. Please go ahead, as the line was on hold for the current participants. Participant, to ask a question, you may press star and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, you may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. Next question is from the line of Chetu Upadhyay from Gajanan Capital. Please proceed.
Yeah, hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Question of mine is, what is our working capital cycle? May I know more about it?
Yeah. So, with NHI North, it is in the range of, with NHI, it is 45 to 60 days. And for North, the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, it is 90 to 120 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the EBITDA margin for 2024, I mean, is 18% on
Yes.
average, right?
Yes.
So, do you think it is sustainable in the future?
Yes, that is why, in fact, we are hoping for this to grow more because we are adding in a lot of clients this time. We are not just in international, but in domestic market also. We are now targeting at large ticket size projects, wherein right now we were getting orders of 5, 10, 15 crores. We will now be getting orders of 20 crores and above. 20 to 50 crores is what we are bidding right now. This the kind of work that we would be doing is same, but the profit margins will be better here. These are mainly the state government assignments. Maharashtra itself, 8 lakh crore projects have come up in the past few months. So we are actively pursuing those projects other than MSRDC, there is MSIDC, then there is ADB funded projects, HUDCO funded projects. And other state governments also, in UP, there is UPEDA where we are already working on Ganga Expressway. So the profit margins are better there. So along with the international sector where definitely the profit margins are good, we are targeting at the domestic market, but with a wider client base where we are wishing an improvement in the working capital cycle as well as the bottom and the top line.
Oh, great to hear, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you for the answers, and all the best for near future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Before we move to the next question, a reminder to the participants to ask a question, you may press star and 1. Next question is from the line of Saloni Yadav from SK Analyst. Please proceed.
Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So my question is, can you address me about any delay in payment receipts?
There are delays that happen sometimes, especially if it's a final bill. But now, in the past few years, there have been very good changes because everything is happening digitally. And even NHI and Ministry of Road Transport, they have a portal in which we come to know that where our payment is, why it is being held. So we are able to address issues in a better way with things being digitalized, not just in our office, but in the client's office as well. So, but 45 to 60 days is still there for NHI and 90 to 120 for more.
Okay. So how are our teams in international markets?
How are
our teams are working in international market? Like, what is the status?
Right now, we have just identified the manpower and we have taken their consent for a particular project. As and when the client asks us to mobilize or be at the site, our team will reach.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Abhinav Bhandari from Soham Asset Management Private Limited. Please proceed.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity and congratulations, Sanjay, for a phenomenal year, FY24.
Thank you, sir.
I just had one question, just to understand from a quarter-on-quarter perspective, when I'm seeing December quarter and March quarter,
yes.
There is a decline in profitability, which is mainly, I think, is because of increase in other expenses. So
yes.
Just to understand, the reason for this increase and the reason for this decline in profitability.
So ideally, this should have been more, but as I said previously, that the revenues are flat for Q4 FY24. If this would have been, if there would have been no elections this year, then this would have gone further up. But and as well as it would have impacted the profitability also. The profitability, why in Q3 it was better. Now Q3 some new works were awarded, which were executed in Q4. So initially, as I say, that mobilization expenses for new projects are high, and hence these mobilization expenses are there. Then there are some provisions also being done in Q4, mainly due to the ECL and leave encashment, gratuity. So these also are being considered in Q4, and that is why the Q4 bottom line is not very high as compared to Q3. But with international orders and new larger ticket size projects coming up now, this will be improved further in the coming quarters.
Got it. So just a couple of follow-ups. One is, how much would be this ECL provision that you talked about, which would have been taken in quarter four?
Snehal, can you answer this?
It will be approx 1.8 crore.
Okay. And the second parallel question was just to understand if things would have been normal.
Yes.
Broadly, our top line would have increased by, just to understand the actual.
90 to 95 crores.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Got it.
Yeah.
This is very helpful. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Participant, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Ladies and gentlemen, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1. Next question is from the line of Rajneesh Bhel, an individual investor. Please proceed.
Hello, ma'am. I just want regarding in Q3 call, you told.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Rajneesh, your voice is very low.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Please use handset.
Better? Yeah, is it better now?
Yes, please proceed.
Yeah. As we discussed during the Q3 call, that you are bidding for some international projects. So what is the status of those projects, ma'am?
Yeah. So there are 3 projects that we are due to receive a work order. One is it is around 50 crore assignment. Then there is one project in Mozambique and one project in Ghana. So we are just expecting a work order any moment, any time, and as and when it is there, we will be updating our investors, and that is why the reason that the UK subsidiary was formed, because through the UK subsidiary we would be executing this order.
Okay. And recently you have announced a pre-qualification for Dhaka project. So what is that project and how much value is for that project?
So the financial is yet to be submitted for that project. This is just the shortlisting letter, and it is definitely about 20 crores, but we are yet to submit our financial proposal for this.
Okay. And as I think you told that your other expenses in this quarter are mainly because of leave encashment and others, because I think other expenses are on very high side in this quarter.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Participants, to ask a question, you may press star and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, you may press star and 1. As there are no further questions from the participants, I would now like to hand the conference over to Ms. Sarita Dubey from Kirin Advisors for the closing comments.
Thank you everyone for joining the conference call of the Dhruv Consultancy Service Limited. If you have any queries, you can write us at research@kirinadvisors.com. Once again, thank you everyone for joining the conference call.
Thank you. On behalf of Kirin Advisors, that concludes this conference. Thank you all for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.